Okay, so breakfast today, we are just gonna do eggs, toast, and we still have some oranges, so I'll do that as well. And I just use, oh, we are not in there correctly. I just use my little electric knife here for the bread. Hey, I'm just gonna pop this bread in the toaster. It does great, just like regular bread, except it tastes even better. Okay, so right now I've got this on high heat. Somebody asked, why do I always cook on high? Well, this burner, which is my biggest burner, only works on high. It's been like that. The other burners work, but this one, if you go off high, it does not work. So one day when I get a new stove, I won't have to cook on this burner on high. But for right now I do. So I'm just gonna fry up some eggs. Let that oil heat up a little bit. I like mine runny. Kate likes hers fried but not runny. So does Theo. But Theo had cereal this morning, and Luke had a Nutri-Grain bar. You guys saw me buy those not long ago. And Charles and Ronnie like their eggs scrambled. So which way are you? Team fried, scrambled, runny, not runny? I love poached eggs as well, but I'm the only one in my family that'll do poached eggs. I grew up on that. My grandmother, when I would go visit her in New York, loved to make poached eggs. So my girls said that they went the other day, or when they went last to their grandparents and stayed the night, that they had eggs from the store. And they said it is just does not even compare. I said it's funny what you get used to. My oldest boy loves to get as many eggs as he can when he comes home, because he just said they taste so different, Mom. We have not had store-bought eggs, Charles and I don't know how long. It's been a long time. Probably 2 years. All right, so here is everybody's breakfast. The four of us, like I said, Theo had cereal because that's what he wanted this morning, and Luke had a Nutri-Grain bar. And then I also cut up a cucumber. But yeah, that's what everybody wanted for breakfast. Hello everybody and happy Friday. So today I'm going to share with you what we're eating today on this very cold day here in Ohio. So Brooke is actually going to come home from school today, and she's going to stay home for the weekend. My mother is going to bring her tonight to me since I am getting a cold and not feeling very well. And then she is going to stay all weekend. I think I said that. Sorry guys, I'm still not feeling great. A couple more days and I'm sure I'll feel fine. It's this crazy weather, it just drives me nuts. But yes, so I am gonna make some special kind of dinner because she's gonna be here. And since my mother will be here as well, I'm gonna make a couple pies and I make some mac and cheese. I have some pork stew meat out that I thought I'd just kind of fry up. And then we'll do some kind of veggies with it. So I wanna make though 2 pies for dessert. As far as lunch today, it was a fend for yourself. Everybody just had what they wanted because I just had to kind of lay down for a little bit. But I will get to feeling better, I'm sure. So I'm gonna go on and make this this dinner real quick, or at least the pies. All right, let's get started. Here's how you make these 2 pies. Okay, I'm gonna start by making the pie crust because I need to do 2 pre-baked pie crusts. So I'm gonna just do 2 cups of flour. I'm gonna do about a teaspoon of salt. Then I am using lard, but you could use butter if that's what you like. You could also use Crisco if you wanted. And now I'm going to get in with my fingers and I'm going to break it up just like I do with biscuits. Or you could use a pastry cutter if you wanted to get in with that. I just think your hands are the best tools you got. Okay, I think that's good. Then I've got some ice water here. I'm going to just add some ice water. Stir it around. I got it just a hair bit too wet. It's all right. Okay, that's perfect. Spread some flour down. Put this in here. I'm going to divide this into 2. So I'm making 2 pie crusts. And then I'm just going to wrap it if I can, sticking. Okay. Alright, we'll watch it. I'll go out and see it too so I can tell. I just want to get these going in the oven.
Not like a faucet by any means, but it's more than he was doing, you know, for me ever. Never drove before.
If there's a spot on the bottom as you're rolling it out that just like needs a little extra, I just put it there. Nobody's even gonna see that at all. So I just piece together what I need to. Oh, that one's gonna have a hole in the bottom. Pie crust is definitely one of my kryptonites. Or one of my hardships, or however you say it. Just something I'm not very good at. But just because I'm not that good at it, rolling it out doesn't keep me from making it. grandmother in New York made the best raspberry pies. And always loved them so much. And she would say, it's so easy, why can't you do the pie crust? Why can't you roll it out? Oh no, never been able to. So we just piece it together. Okay, and then again. Our pies were always just beautiful. I'm going to poke the bottom of these, both. And pop these in the oven. Yep. Until they're done. Okay, so real quick about lard. Sorry, washing. Is I know a lot of people, lard got a bad name, but Google it, look it up. Is lard better for you than butter? Because the answer is actually yes. Lard has less saturated fat than butter. And did you know you can buy a tub, at least at the butcher's out here, for $5. You can get a tub of lard. And now we got 2 of these because that's how much when we got our pig, that's how much lard came from getting our pig. But sometimes you can even ask butchers to give you the fat scraps from hogs that they have butchered, and you can render your own lard. You just cook it down and what's left is lard. And you can get that for nothing. So we will eventually, all the fats here will be lard and butter as we have our cow and our pigs. And that's what we'll have versus oil. But look it up, you guys. Don't be afraid of the lard. It is actually better for you than butter. Okay, real quick, I forgot to tell you guys when Charles ran out this morning to get some pig fencing. I had him grab me a block of sharp cheddar and Colby Jack because I'm going to make mac and cheese. And this was $4. And I had him also grab me some half and half, which was $3. So that's $7. So I have $13 left to get me through to the end of the month. Okay, so I have these 2 very sad little lemons, and that is going to be our lemon meringue. So,
do you use the peels on this? The zest?
okay, so first I'm going to zest these. And then we're going to juice them. That smells so good. What I can smell of it.
I was gonna put little like frowny faces on them to make them look sad.
No.
You needed to.
Get them juiced. Okay, sorry. Thought that was filming. I got 4 egg yolks here and 4 egg whites. Okay, as you can see, our pie crusts are good to go. So I'm gonna move those over. Okay, so over here, I have you on my other burner so that I can do a temperature besides high. I'm gonna start with adding a cup of sugar here. 2 tablespoons of flour. You're probably gonna hear some rushing in the background. That's what Luke has going right now while I'm making this. 3 tablespoons of cornstarch. 1 and a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. So I'm going to just kind of whisk that together. I need to also preheat my oven back to 350 degrees. Now I'm going to add our lemon juice. I'm going to pour this up through my fingers. They're clean, don't worry. But see, I've got a seed there. I just want to catch any other seeds that kind of got out. Okay, that's good. We're going to add our lemon zest. And I have 1.5 cups of water. We're going to go to a medium-high heat. Until this comes to a boil. Let's get that all stirred in together. So someone said that they don't like that I use a wire whisk in here. I should use plastic. I don't use a lot of plastic, so I'm sorry that that bothers you. Somebody else said that their anxiety, it bothers them when I tap my spoon. Do they know how many times I kind of go like this? You know, I'm sorry if that bothers you, but I'm just cooking. No, I don't know how many times I do it. I don't really pay attention to that. I just cook. And I'm just real life cooking and showing you really, truly what I'm making for my family every day. Nothing fancy. Old pots and pans, old everything. Just how I cook. Okay, so now this is getting hot, so I'm going to add some of this to these 4 egg yolks. I'm doing that so that they don't cook in the hot liquid. So I'm just going to stir them up in here so that I don't get scrambled eggs. I think I've told you guys that before, but I definitely have done that before. I need to turn this down because it's going to start burning. It's getting super thick already. Alright, now I'm going to add it to the mixture. Now that that's called tempered, and it's the right temperature. I'm going to let this come back to a boil. If you guys can see that, that's pretty much it. That's what I want. So now in my pre-baked pie crust, I'm going to put all this yummy lemonness. Sorry you guys did not see me pouring in here, but there we go. Okay, also real quick, those of you that garden, you should grow these. They are called loofahs. I wish I'd pick it up better for you. My hands are kind of wet because I'm washing. I do not buy sponges anymore. These grow so easy. They're so easy to grow. You do need a trellis, and they grow up on it, and they are amazing. They're like this long. They look like a huge zucchini or something like that, except for longer and bigger. And then once they turn really, really brown and get light, then you pick them, you take it all off, let them dry the rest away, and you only ever have to buy seeds once because each one of these has like 1,000,000 seeds in it. And then one sponge lasts forever, and you just cut it and you use them. They're kind of like an SOS pad, but way softer and more gentle because it's just all natural. You can use them to wash your body. We haven't done that yet because they're a little bit rough, but I mean, if you want an exfoliating, you know what I'm saying, then that's good too. But if you have not grown these and you have the room, you need a trellis, like I said, to grow crazy. If you look at our gardening videos that we put up last summer, or this past summer, you'll see them, and they're amazing. Love them. We'll be growing them again this year. All right, so this time, let me raise you guys up. We want to do it over a low heat. And we are going to add 1 cup of sugar, 4 tablespoons of flour, 3 tablespoons of cocoa, unsweetened cocoa powder, 1/8 teaspoon of salt, and then we are going to whisk this together so that it's all combined. Okay, and then we're going to add 2 cups of milk, and this time we're going to add 3 egg yolks. Again, we are going to cook this one on a low heat. Get this all combined and cook it until it thickens. Okay, it's starting to thicken up some, so just keep stirring until it thickens. I did turn my heat up just a little bit so that it's like still a low, but more of a medium low. Okay, so now this has gotten thick, kind of like a pudding. I'm just going to let it cook for just a second more. Okay, then I'm going to just take this off the heat. I'm going to add a tablespoon of butter and a little bit of vanilla. Stir that until it's all melted. You guys can see that. Then we're going to pour it into our pie. Okay, and then this goes into our pie crust. All right, now I'm going to make the meringue for both pies. So I'm going to start with 7 egg whites. And I'm just going to lift this and let it go until it gets to stiff peaks. So you can see now that takes a little while, but let's see. A stiff peak means, put it in here. If I pull this up, it will stay up. This is a stiff peak, and that's what we got right here. See, if it was a soft peak, it would fall over. So now, I'm gonna put this back on. And now, while it's going, I'm going to add about 1/4 teaspoon of cream of tartar. And I'm going to slowly start adding 1/2 cup of sugar, a little over 1/2 cup. It's about 10 tablespoons. And that'll make it nice and sweet. But you want to do it slow. You don't want to just dump it all in, or it will lose all its oomph. All right, next I'm going to divide my meringue into 2 and just kind of pop it on my pies. Then we're going to just bake it until the meringue is pretty and lightly brown. So here are the 2 pies. They look gorgeous. They need to cool so I can put them in the fridge. Had a little piece of crust break off, but that's all good. Now we're gonna start the mac and cheese. Okay, I started by preheating my oven to 375. Over here, I've got some water coming to a boil. I'm gonna add my macaroni noodles. Here, I grated both of those blocks of cheese. The recipe calls for mild cheddar and sharp cheddar, but I'm doing Colby Jack and sharp cheddar. I have my baking dish ready to go. So now we just need to assemble the sauce. Okay, so over a medium high heat, I'm gonna melt a cup of butter. Okay, so to this butter, I'm gonna go on and add my spices. I'm gonna add some salt. I'm gonna add some pepper. I'm gonna add a little onion powder. I'm gonna add some garlic powder. And a little bit of cayenne. And just kind of stir all this up. Then I'm going to add a cup of flour to this as well. And I'm just going to cook that for a little bit. Start adding milk. I've got 3.5 cups of milk here. I'm just going to add a little at a time. It shouldn't take any more than that, but it might take a little bit less. Now, I also want to take just a tiny taste. I want to see if I need more salt. I'm going to add just a little bit more salt. A little bit more pepper. Which pig? The little one? Is that what the pig was saying? Was it the little pig? Is she in her new house? Yeah, good deal. Okay, now I'm going to start adding the cheese to this and get it to melt in there. I want to leave some of the cheese to sprinkle on the top. So, probably about that much I'm going to leave to sprinkle on the top.
Come eat, Theodore.
We'll stir this up until it's melted. We'll get it cheesy. Forward. Okay, now I'm going to turn this off. I'm going to take this off the heat so that I can have the noodles here in just a few minutes. Okay, so now I'm going to add this cheese sauce in here first. I always have a habit of making too much macaroni and it gets a little bit dry. You want it pretty wet. So I'm going to add this slowly, the noodles. Oh, well that went a little bit faster. I think that's good. Maybe just a little more. Oh, use those last couple. Okay, now I'm going to pour that in here. It smells so good. I'm going to top this with some of this cheese that we left out. Then I also like to top mine with a little bit of panko breadcrumbs, completely optional. And we are going to let this bake for about 30 minutes at 375. Okay, here is the mac and cheese. You can hear it just all sizzly. Cannot wait to dig into that. Okay, so now I'm gonna get the pork together. The star of the show is gonna be more the mac and cheese. Yes. I'm gonna add some salt, some pepper, and I'm gonna toss that with some cornstarch. And then I'm just gonna kind of fry this up. I'm just keeping it very simple and easy. Just gonna heat up a little bit of oil. Okay, so I'm gonna just add in my pork now, little by little. Ooh, it's popping. He wanted out. So while this is cooking the pork, I want to Charles try this for you guys. There is lemon meringue pie. There's a chocolate meringue pie. Okay, you ready to taste test?
This is such a hard.
We're doing it a little bit fast because I want to get this done before Brooke gets here. Lemon, which is not his favorite. He always says it tastes like furniture polish.
Okay, well, that's a fair statement. Really good, but the lemon needs to get refrigerated a little bit more.
It hasn't been refrigerated yet.
Right.
It's in the fridge now.
That it would just be better colder. Really good. Uh-oh. Pulled the meringue. Mmm. That is a rich, smooth chocolate.
It's a yay?
Oh, it's a definite yay.
Okay, you guys, here is the mac and cheese. He is gonna taste that next. Come on, taste the mac and cheese.
You so took my stuff away.
No, honey, you cannot go outside. It's freezing.
Seriously?
Seriously, I am sorry.
Actually, how about without a jacket? What's wrong with a jacket? Can I have one?
Super hot.
Honey, Daddy has to get you ready for winter, and you can go out.
Oh, no.
Will Daddy get you ready
really
for
good.
winter?
Is it winter again?
Yes, it's like snowing. I know.
Aw, man.
I
Does that mean the groundhog saw its shadow?
Yes, it did.
Aw, man.
I know,
And what
babe.
does that mean? That means 6 more weeks of winter.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
We should eat that groundhog. What do you think?
No! That's very important for Groundhog Day.
That's all right,
Now I'm
buddy.
gonna have grapes. Now it's going to be winter for 6,
I know, honey.
for 5.
Unless the groundhog made a mistake.
And some crunchy pork. So that's pretty much what it's looking like. Mac and cheese and pork. That's the mac and cheese, though, being the main dish tonight. All right, you guys, that's gonna wrap it up for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye, everybody. Have a great day or night, wherever you are.